Hey, Africa.
Hey everyone, how are you? We are here with Cool Franklin all the way in Africa, here with London in the USA. How are you doing, Cool?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good, London.
That's great.
Uh, I equally want to say hi to the Christian community in the United States. You are live
Hey
on
Africa.
Zoom with Kum
Hi
Franklin
everyone, how are you?
from Africa, Cameroon.
All right, now tell us exactly where you're located in Africa before we get started, uh, and tell everybody about what you're doing. Where are you located in Africa, Cool?
Okay, I'm Kum Franklin. I'm located in the central part of Africa. That is Cameroon. In Africa, we have the central part. There's a country called Central Africa, but in the central part of Africa, we have about 6 countries, and I'm in one of those countries called Cameroon. And
Okay.
I'm a Christian filmmaker. Christian filmmaker. I received this vision since 2010, and since then, God has been helping me. I've been able to produce about 8 movies and some short films that have been going on in your channel, in your radio, which is, I think, I gave you Evil Companion, Destroy Without Mercy. I've been seeing it in that station. So I'm Kum Franklin, a Christian filmmaker. And this vision came about by a revelation that God gave me, saying that what people see quick easily stay in the mind than what they hear. A preacher can preach in a pulpit and he'll present a very good message. But along the line, when we show it on images, it stays more better. We believe that those of us in Africa, we've been held captive by our ancestral forces because we have so many beliefs here in Africa. And God gave me this vision to open up and to bring more people in his kingdom by preaching this gospel through images. So the name of my label is called Christ Reconciliation Film Ministry.
It's Christ
So
Consolation Film Ministry.
yeah. So
Well,
we do 10 films. We preach the gospel through picture. We turn scriptures into picture for the future of our generation.
well, I was very excited that somehow we got contacted. Maybe it was last year, or or
Yeah,
or maybe a couple years ago, maybe a little bit longer. Um, and I was somehow we got contacted through social media, and we were able to get a couple of your films, and we've been broadcasting you here on our radio station, LICMC, every Tuesday at 12:30 our time, which would be like 5:30 your time.
yes.
And
Uh,
so we're glad to do that. So what's the next on the table with you? What's going on? You are a Christian filmmaker, so I'm just going to reiterate what you said. Cone
so
Franklin.
uh, right now, by the grace of God, we are still working on some project. There's a
Mhm.
script that God inspired me to write that had to connect with those of you in the United States. Then
Mhm.
we're talking about in that script that God inspired me to write. I was talking about no matter where we are, we were all created by God and we could belong to anywhere. You know, uh, in the script, I think London, I'm going to make you to go through this script because part of that is going to be shot in the United States, and another part is going to be shot here in Africa. So I believe so much that if we connect, there can be something good can come out from that because we are showing an American a he knows he's an American, but he doesn't know what is bringing him back to Africa, and he come to realize that uh, some of his ancestors were from Africa, and that's why he used to have this vision to come back to Africa and preach the gospel to his people and save his people from captivity. So I'm going to share the script with you, the screenplay, and you're going to tell me what you think about it, and we see if we can get if we can get our brethren over there in the United States and come together and make this movie.
I think it can happen, Cool. Well, you've already, before you and I were able to connect, even though we weren't able to get on Zoom. So I'm so happy that you were able to connect with you all the way in Africa and US from Zoom. Before, we had to be creative and FaceTime you and videotape you. But one thing you did do, you also acted in ADI Actors Club, one of our dramas, as the wealthy man from Africa. That's collaborating with our drama friend. So you were able to record that, send it to me, and I was able to edit that in to our video. So we play that quite often. So your plan is you have a script and it's going to be produced in Africa, but you also want to do some collaboration here in the USA.
Yeah.
Is it possible that we can do that and connect the two of them recordings and send them to you so that you can edit them together?
Yes. Without cutting you short, Londen, more of this video, part of it, right, is going to be done in the US, and the main character will have to travel to Africa and complete part of the movie.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, the movie is titled The Mandate. It was in this movie I'm talking about a white, but that belongs to Africa. Historically, he belongs to Africa because his great-grandparents were Africans. I think you should go through this script, Sister Londen. I think you should go through this script and you're going to understand what I'm talking about. So, we believe in this script, we have the black community in the United States that are going to act over there, but some of them will have to come back. Will have to come to Cameroon. That's my country, and complete part of the story here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty exciting. So what you want to do sounds like you want to connect some of the people from the United States, African Americans. Of course, our history is our ancestors from where you are from, and you want us to come back home, which we call it the motherland or whatever you want to call it. Africa is where we all migrated from over 100 years or so ago. So you want us today, where we are today now, to come back to Africa and do some filming.
Yes,
is that right?
Yes. Not only doing the film, Londen. I believe that some of us were, according to history, when some of these Afro-Americans were migrated from Africa, and some of them don't even know the link they have with Africa. So in this film, I'm trying to make us understand. I'm trying to tell us that there are some of us that belongs to Africa and that have something to do with the history of Africa. So some of us, if we want to relocate to our roots, we will discover that we belong to a certain part of Africa. And it's very important to bring the gospel now to the African man, because Africans, we have what we believe in. We have what we call our tradition. And these traditions, I want to tell you, these traditions are not really godly. These traditions are not, according to me. And I believe that us that have seen the light, that is the light of God, the light of Christ, it's time for us to come back to native land. I believe, my dear sister Lana, you were born in the United States, you grew in all you all what you know concerning your life is that it's just all about you being an American. But if you want to
Right.
go deep in history or deep in getting your roots, you might find out that you are coming from a community here in Africa, and it's high time for you that knows the truth which is in the Word of God to take this gospel to your own Jerusalem, which is maybe a part of Africa.
No, I didn't know that that you're educating me right now too about what you believe is going on in Africa, and so you want to connect the Christianity and belief more to believe about God and Jesus Christ
Yeah.
to go to Africa. So in some places in Africa, there are some people that you say they have another type of belief, and you want to
Yeah,
connect us from the United States, the Christians, to come and we connect, and so hopefully people will become in Africa. Some areas in Africa will become believers as you wish, and
yeah,
like you are. Wow, I
yeah.
didn't know that, Coon.
Yeah. Many in your this true, my dear sister. So what I, as children of God, we depend also on the Holy Ghost to direct our footsteps. And some years back, some of us have really been pushing for to make the African people embrace Jesus Christ, because if you want to study about what they believe here in Africa, what they worship, actually many will not worship God. Many will say, no, our ancestors show us what to worship. They say we have to worship this to make it in life. So those of us that believe that there is just one true God, those of us that believe that no one can be saved except through Jesus Christ, we are
Wow.
being haunted as if we are coming with a strange gospel. So I believe that those of you Afro Americans and even some Croatian Americans, that's some white Americans, there are some that still believe that still belongs to Africa. And I believe that when you go through this script, this story I'm telling you about, we can really partnership, we can collaborate together, and we gather those that are going through interest to be interested to bring this gospel in Africa. Can I just tell you can I just give you a summary of that script?
Yes, I do. I want to hear. We want to
Okay.
hear.
Yeah, this script is talking about uh, a white American that's been doing very, very good in America. He has been doing good in America, and he knows he's an American, born in America. He has never gotten anything to do with Africa. He has never gotten anything to do with Africa. But this man being the world champion in martial arts, he, whenever he sleeps, he will always have this vision that God is asking him to go back to Africa as his own Jerusalem and save the people from a certain community. He knows nothing about the community. And this man decided to find out about this community. And along the line, he discovered that his great grandfather was sold out in slavery by his brother. And his great grandfather found himself in the United States as a slave. And this great grandfather, the master's wife, the master's daughter, fell in love with him, and they had a child. The master's granddaughter was a white. they had a child that was not neither black nor white.
Okay.
In Africa, we call a métis. So the métis also, since the man did not know that he had a child with the master's daughter, they sent the daughter somewhere else. The daughter also got married to another white. The child got married to a white, and they had still another child. And along the line, that generation became white. So this man now, he is the martial art champion, but he is a believer. He believes in God. So God is telling him every day in his dream that you have known me, go back to your own Jerusalem, which is that land in Africa, and get your people saved. So that is how he had to find out about that community. And along the line, he met so many challenges because there was a gold that was coming out from this community in Africa, and it was being proceeded to the US. And the people of that community, they will sell this gold and share the money among themselves with the chief. So that man, actually, according to the time of life, he was supposed to be the chief of his community in Africa, but he never knew. He was there in the United States, so God had to send him back to Africa. He came there and he fought hard, and he showed these people how they could make it through Jesus, and how they could they could consecrate the land to Jesus, and Jesus saving them. Their gold and the minerals will be preserved, and the land had to develop.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's real true story. I'm glad you're talking about that. I'm probably gonna wait until we can talk when we're not all over the place where everybody can see us. But I'm interested in what you said, because a lot of what goes on today in the United States, it still stems back from, you know, the home of our ancestors, which are of where you are. And it also we never thought about, or we don't talk very much about the fact that some of our ancestors did sell us. Some of the kings there sold their own people. And I do believe my thing was, I think when they sold us, I don't think they thought that we were going to be treated so badly. I don't think they thought that. And I've read some stories where some people, it's like, it's something that they don't really want to talk about at this time, because, we are still all connected, and that's the way it is. So I think the script sounds really great. Sounds like a good storyline that is true to life, really, that people need to see. We need to see more of that truth, and it'll be good in a drama film that you're producing. Yeah.
So, my sister London,
yes,
I want you to be the head behind this project, that you can mobilize our brethren all over.
cool. Seems like Coom is frozen on my end. Hopefully he'll come back in a minute. But we are here talking right now with Coom Franklin, who is located in Africa right now. He's talking about the movies that he writes. He's talking about all the different scripts that he has, and the latest and the newest script that he has that's coming out. I think that maybe Coom will be coming back in a minute, but we had a little freezing. So I'm just happy that we are able to connect with Coom in Africa right now. And he's telling us of the project that he's working on that's supposed to bring the people from the United States in Africa, just bring us more together. He also was talking about the Christianity, um, which he's telling me some things that we don't know everything that's going on everywhere. And some of us might automatically take for granted that, all people in many places, especially in Africa, even of our own culture or from our cultural background, believe in Jesus Christ, Christianity. So I'd like to be able to get connected with him and find out exactly, if you don't mind, I'm going to try to send him another link. Exactly what is believed, and that's what I'd like to know. And maybe we can get into that in the future about, what is believed, what is the belief going on right now there. And so I'm trying to actually send him another link again, see if I can get him back into joining us again. However, it's been a blessing to be able to connect with Kun. We've been talking probably over a year. We featured some of his movies. We also, he's acted with us in our acting group. But I see that Kun has a very serious thing going on at this point concerning what he wants to do, especially with helping connect. He wants to connect the United States to Africa. He wants to connect. Now, he did say some of the African Americans in the United States. We also mentioned that also other people of other races, like the white people and other races that believe in Christianity. And it seems like he wants to be able to get that started. So I'm really excited about that. We're going to give it a couple more minutes and see if Kun can join us again. I'm very thankful that he was able to join us this time for a distance. We know that the internet is, it goes far and wide, but sometimes there's some technical difficulties that are being far away. So at least we were able to connect today for this special, actually, kind of a surprise meeting, kind of, in some shape or form. We did talk about it yesterday, and the whole thing was to be able to see if we will be able to connect with Kun. And I'm gonna try to give him a call and see if he is available. If he picks up, if he's trying to get back in. Apparently there's been something going on with the internet. We'll hold on for a minute, but I want you to know that I'm glad that whoever might be looking, we listeners to London, and we just had a great contact with Kun Franklin. He's a film producer, Christian, a man in ministry, and all those things that says, I think he said it was common in Africa. And before he left, he was talking about us connecting together and producing film together. And it sounds like he asked me to be his connector or to help him drive the ship. So we'll get more connected again and find out what that's about. It sounds exciting. It sounds interesting. And it sounds like something that we might be able to do. So, but we'll wait and see in the future to see what comes out of this. Well, anyway, I thank you for tuning in and watching. I was trying to get Kun back, and I wanted to catch him. I don't want him to come back and we're gone. So I'm going to just hold on for a minute. I do want to talk to you a little bit right now to let you know, just like Kun was available in Africa to talk to us, the platforms that we're on. Hi, Kun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
here in Africa, we always have that problem, and
Yeah.
it got finished. Yeah.
Okay, well, I sent you another link. I don't know if you want to try it again. I didn't want to hang up, but because I'm still talking to everybody about what the plans that you're doing. Or do you just they can hear you talking right now? So if you want to talk that way, that's fine. They did get a chance to see us connect, and they see a nice picture behind me, so they know what you look like.
Okay.
And so, is there anything? I know that you were saying something that you were saying about you wanted us to work together, and you want me to help you with the project from where I am in the United States, right?
Yes, yes. I wanted you, Sister Leonard, to be the head over this project because you're one of the people that have come up and told me, my dear younger brother, my son, I believe in your vision. And you've been from time to time, even though we lose contact, you've been like interested to know where I'm going and encourage me in what I'm doing. So I wanted to be at the head of this project because those of us here in Africa is not that easy. And for many of us that have come up to say we belong to Christ and we want to portray Christ in our works, because I do Christian films. I could do any other movie, but I chose that film because I believe that many could.
Well, one thing you have, I wanted to compliment you on a great Coom. I wanted to compliment you on a great quality of film that you do produce. You put a lot into your film, so I know you work very hard with your film production, your scripts, your actors, and so I wanted to compliment you on the great quality of film that you do produce, and also. I really like some of the different ones that you have something going on about relationship, life stories. It always has like a message in the film, somebody may be going through. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. So this script, I don't know if I sent it to you before, but I'm going to send it again. The Mandate. That's the name of this. That's the script. The Mandate.
It's called The Mandate.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the title of the movie is The Mandate.
Okay.
So we're going to do the things that we need over there in the United States, and that can be on set, and you shoot the part in the United States, and we do what we have to do in Africa. And by the grace of God, if we have budgeted enough that some people travel from the United States to Africa to complete the part of the movie, we complete that. And I think about 2 people have us to travel from Africa to the United States. That is all. And the movie is going to be really wonderful.
Well, I'm excited about it, and yes, I'd like to talk about it some more. And for you to, tell me exactly what's exactly details of some things. So now we just I thank you for your time, Cole, and I thank everybody that might be tuning in that's looking at us right now. Right now we're on a few of the social medias and on LICMC, and they'll be able to go back and look on YouTube or Facebook or on either Twitter or LinkedIn, and Facebook to be able to go back and look at this interview.
Before we stop this interview, I want to greet everybody that stay tuned, everybody that listened to what we were talking about today. I really want to thank them so much for connecting with Africa. I want to thank you, Londen. I want to thank Irene. I don't know if she's listening to us because she's one of the people that has also believe in my vision. I want to say thank you very much, and I want to say we should keep on pushing this gospel forward. And I want to really thank your radio station for believing in us here in Africa. We say thank you very much, and I want to really call on each and everyone around the world that want to support this radio and this initiative, I say you can do that, and you are doing that for the Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you.
Oh, yes. Amen. And also, we do want to tell them on that note, there are some film on, are people able to go to a site so they can actually give a donation for your film? You want to tell them that?
For
what site can people go to if they want to give a donation to watch your film? Yeah, where do they go?
Yeah. If you want to watch my films, you can go. You can go to YouTube right now and type Christ Reconciliation Film Production.
Okay, Christ Reconciliation Film Production.
Yes, on YouTube, and you're going to see my images. You will see many of my films. The films that are going that are still online. Mm-hmm. I really invite the Afro Americans to go through you're going to watch many things that's not going to make you to compromise what you believe in, but it's going to make you see a reason why you have to put more interest in looking at what your African brothers are doing. Thank you very much.
Okay, so they can have a direct, quick access if they go to your site. Once again, say the name of it again, and they can go to YouTube.
My YouTube channel is Christ Reconciliation Film Production.
Christ Reconciliation Film Production. The film producer is. Did I say it wrong?
Yeah. Yes, that is it. And I want many to subscribe to my channel and please like, comment, and tell us what you think, and tell us what you think we can ameliorate, and we're going to do that.
Okay. So, as a matter of fact, if you want to go online, if you can't, because if you can't remember the title, you can put Coon Franklin in, KUMFRANKLIN as well, film producer.
Yeah, right now for you, London, I'm going to send the YouTube channel name to you, and you can broadcast it so that many can go to that site and subscribe. Okay. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and like, please, and like and watch many of my short movies and some of my projects that are still to come.
Also, they can find about 2 or 3 of your films on our website too, as well. If you go to London, Washington, they can type in Coon Franklin, and they can, if they put your name in, we'll just automatically come up along with your film. They'll see us on your site, and they'll see us on our site if they just type your name in.
That is it. Yes, it's my name, Coon Franklin.
Yep, KUMFRANKLIN. Well, Coon, it's been a pleasure, and I said thank God that we did have an opportunity to actually physically connect, so we can actually see each other and say hi, and everybody else will see you and say hi too, and be able to go live on these platforms, and hopefully we'll try it again. And thank you for being with us today. And we want you to know we love you over there. God bless you and all that you do.
Thank you very much. And I'm grateful, and God bless you too in the United States. Thank you.
And thank you. And I hope that we can continue to collaborate and do these wonderful things that in your vision and in my vision too, since I happen to be in the same field. So I'm really excited and interested for that, because this is what I love. So we are rooting for you.
Thank you, Sister Nana. I hope we keep on collaborating, and God will take us through. Thank you very much.
Amen. Okay, we love you over there. God bless you, and we love you all that's looking. And I do want to say that Miss Irene heard Coon Franklin. Irene, she also works with me in our media productions in our enterprise. She works with we work our projects together.
Irene is a very good friend of mine, and I love her so much. Please, you extend my greetings to her and tell her, Coon Franklin, right away from Cameroon, say, hello, Irene, I love you.
She heard you, and I'm pretty sure she's smiling about that. She's a wonderful person, and we love you too, Kum. So God bless you, and we'll talk with you later. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye bye.